What is up, guys? Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz back again. Today we are doing green in Girls Man Party Volume 2. Most of these cards are Afterglow, aren't they? Well, they're all Afterglow and pastel palettes. So let's get right into it. Andy, you want to kick us off? The Sumari here.
Carmen, I'd love to.
Wow, thanks, Andy.
We have Frozen in Time Himari. 1-0 assist. All your characters in front of this get 500. When you play the gold bar, you can pay 1. If you do, choose an Afterglow character in your waiting room and add it back to your hand. When your trigger check reveals a gold bar, you can discard a card to choose a card in your clock, add it back to your hand, put the top card of your deck into your clock.
Have we talked about bar filters before? I think we did in Batman, right?
In Batman, yeah.
Yeah, so as a refresher for bar filter, the way these work is you trigger the bar and the bar resolves first. Or actually, technically, do they trigger at the same time? I don't know.
Trigger check
Connor will correct us in the comments. So
I'll correct you right now.
I'm pretty sure
I know
they
this
both
one,
go
actually,
off.
so-
They both go off, and you choose the order, and the bar goes to your hand, and then you
I
do
think you
this
choose
effect.
the order, yeah. Mm-hmm. And
I
then
know for back when I started playing, I was using the Haruhi trial deck, and there's a card in Haruhi that says if you trigger a gate, you can pay 1 and do something, and you can pay the gate out with it. You can immediately pay it out.
Yeah. So
So,
this
like-
lets you immediately ditch the bar you don't want for
Right.
a card in your clock.
So the bar triggers first, and you do it goes to your hand or whatever. Then you can discard it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can discard the bar to this effect.
Yeah. I think
Brian, was that you cracking open another tea?
that was not.
that was me.
My tea
So
is
yeah,
here.
so if you wanted we had someone ask us for a beer counter. If you want a beer counter, just count the number of slides we go through. That'll be pretty accurate. But no, in all seriousness, I think the last effect is the most important effect on the card. I think the climax combo is kind of whatever. It's pay 1+1 before attacks. It's,
Frontal 5k on a level 1. Or
Frontal 5k on a level 1 is like...
Frontal 500 on a level 1, yeah.
I would rather have 500 global on my turn.
Remember how good we thought that Amelia was back in the book filter?
Yeah.
ReZero. This is like the same thing but better. It's like
No, this
you run
is...
this because it's a bar filter that's also an assist, and then you just have a climax combo on top of it.
Yeah, so what I was getting to is I think that if you're running 8 bar in Afterglow, which a lot of the time you're going to have to, if you don't want to play the the new 2-soul combo in this set on a 0, or the old split 2k1 combo, the Sugu combo, the Minami from Girls Man Party 1, you're running some 8-bar Hellscape with a combination of this A Leader's Proposal bar, the Rock and Glow, and the what is it? The fucking that is how I roll, which gives you like a weird spread of plussing and non-plussing combos, as well as early plays. Like you get to, I guess the payoff in that deck is like you early play the new 3/2 run, which we'll talk about next, and like you also run out the early play Rock and Glow Ron, which is the the card captor record effect, where it like pulls the other one out of deck when you play the bar. So like you play this weird 3-bar split somehow, and you play an 8-bar deck, and you need 3 of this card because you need fucking bar filter. You need bar filter so hard.
Does this gold bar combo, does it go with anything else, or is this just it?
This is it. I think it's fine if you're playing 8-bar though, because you're trying to, trying the Afterglow 8-bar deck is trying to outvalue with alarm effects, and always having a fuck ton of hand, having way too much stock. The Rock and Glow wall is not bad. They do the plus 1500 if it's in your center row to all characters. Yeah, I don't know if it's a good deck. I think there are better mono Afterglow decks that either use the new 2-soul combo or the old Sugu combo.
Yeah, I guess it is nice that the bar filter lets you take cards from your clock. Considering you are your afterglow, you can recur alarm effects with that.
Yeah, I do think this was for Afterglow to like function both like previously and now. They needed this card for some decks for things you wanted to play. Playing 8-bar without this effect is like pure suffering. It sucks. Like it's so bad. And like if you're running the that is how I roll combo at 1, the double combo, that just like builds you stock off the top of your deck, I believe. It might be from Waiting Room. On reverse and it like gets massive. You could also like do this the following turn, I guess, since you're playing 8-bar and you're gonna fucking trigger it. You can like plus and pay out stuff. But I guess it's not that bad. It's still just like, I don't know, at face value it feels bad. The last effect is really important and that's why you play it. And it's really important for that
I feel like you probably don't run the climax combo with this.
Probably not.
Yeah, you might just run this as a bar filter that gives power.
You only really need bar filter for 8-bar though.
Mm-hmm.
Anything more than 4-bar you need, but I don't think you need it.
Yeah, if you're running 8-bar, you definitely run this.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I guess niche plus because it does have a client. It has like a bunch of usable, like 2 usable effects and 1 really good effect, but it only works in 8-bar.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Man, that climax art's pretty cool though. It's like
Yeah, it's one of the
her
better
in outer space on her guitar.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones.
Pretty cool.
If anyone wants an SPB of this card, hit me up. Next card.
All right, we've got Don't Stop, Keep Going, Ran. If your waiting room has 2 or less climax, it can be early played at level 2. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, if you have 2 or more other music characters, choose a character in clock and heal it to memory. And it has Afterglow character hand encore.
So for us English players, this card is like, you look at it the first time, you think, oh, like, that's kind of underwhelming.
It's an early play healer. It has encore, I guess.
Like, whoa. And then, like, you sit across from it, somebody playing it the first time, and it's like, huh, they just played that thing for 1. It's like in front of this weird support that gives us 2k power that's also a brainstormer.
Mm-hmm.
BanG Dream just put a card in memory. That's pretty scary. Like,
yeah, the big impact of this card comes not necessarily from this card by itself, which is how I at first evaluated it, but from all of the synergy cards that go with it.
And yeah, do we want to just talk about those like now before we?
We may as well read them off. They're gonna get
probably. I'm kind of lost right here. This just looks like a early play healer to me.
Okay, let's go to the next one. I'll read this one off. So our sunset Tomoya Utagawa. When the Don't Stop Keep Going Ron is placed on stage from hand, it gets 1500 power, and this pops the stock. This also ditch bonds to the early play. This card, when you clock it, is at the beginning of your climax phase. As long as you have 4 or more music characters on your field, you get to draw 2, ditch 2, and that's before you play a climax.
Whoa.
So it gets you into climaxes by itself, and then also is like, salvage this card, send this card to stock, give it extra power, and then there's one more card that I think we should look at.
Yeah.
So here, you can read this one, Andy.
Okay, by your side, Mocha. If you have another Don't Stop, Keep Going Ron, all your other characters get 500 power. So it's a level assist, and it gives 500 more power on top if you have the Ron early play. And then, huh?
Oh, I was just gonna say I didn't realize that 500 power was global. I thought it was just an extra 500 to the Ron.
No. It's level assist and then plus 500. And then the brainstorm is pay 1, rest 2, salvage brainstorm.
Which is pretty important because in most of the decks you run this, you're like a 3 brainstormer deck, so like tapping down 2 doesn't matter as much.
I mean, I'm not really thrilled about that one.
It is just a synergy card.
Whatever.
This is mostly
I really like
one
that.
of.
I really like the Tomoe though. the looting when you alarm for looting is pretty good, and then like also bonding. That's a real versatile card right there.
Mhm.
All right, so yeah,
It has effects like when you play it on field, and you could just splash it and clock it. I really like that card.
so
Yeah,
before we go back to the Ron, the normal line people are running of this card are 3 early play Ron, 2 Tomoe, 1 of this Mocha. Just as like a general idea of what I've been seeing. And
yeah, that sounds about right.
it
I might
feels
even...
good in practice.
Mhm.
But yeah, so popping back to Ron, now that we've seen all the cards that she goes with, this is like a really important card for Bang Dream in the current meta, I think. This card's sustain is pretty crazy. How much like stall you can put on it too. Because if you're playing this, you're playing Mocha top end. Which is a finisher that is obscenely good and consistent at killing your opponent from 3-0 to 3-2, and not really good for killing them from like lower 2, like other explosive decks in the meta. And this helps you stall out, and like really only kind of like loses as a strategy versus like Konosuba, because they'll just blow you up anyway. But they do that to any deck, so I don't think that's like a hit.
Does Afterglow have a way to interact with the memory?
No, this is just a heal exile, remove card.
Compress yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if there's like another combo with it or whatever.
Yeah, it could literally be heal, just straight heal, and I think it would be very similar.
Well, I like the fact that it's early play with a pretty good condition. You heal to memory also, which is nice, and then hand encore. I really like this card.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it kind of sucks that you can only encore with Afterglow.
It's
Like,
not
can't
as big of
splash
a
this in
deal.
anything.
It's not as big of a deal as you think. The way most decks play the card. Because if you can make very easy substitutes to include more Afterglow characters in your deck.
So are people like splashing this and
This
more
is
in other decks?
This is the primary early play in Kasumoka. It is a part of the reason why the deck works so well. Like the Fever Mocha build.
Mhm.
And Mocha, we're talking about the
3-2.
the gold bar finisher.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
how I
from-
roll Gold Bar.
From Girls
Okay.
Band Party 1, yeah.
But
Yeah, this would be great in that deck.
yeah, it's like to English players, I think this is very unassuming. Even to some players after they see the whole package.
I think the whole package is kind of like whatever. I think like this card is great though.
Playing this,
I could see myself splashing this into other builds.
Playing this.
How do you play it for one?
The Tomoe pops the stock.
Oh, when your other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Tomoe pops the stock. It feels gross. It feels so dumb, especially because you didn't even need to have the run in your hand. You probably did because you just went to refresh. But you can clock her. You can clock her at 1. Hold Tomoe in your hand. Grab her. Player for 1.
Well, that means you have 2 Tomoes then.
The Tomoe doesn't have to be in clock. She's on field. You play her, bond her, then.
Well, I thought you were talking for the draw 2, ditch 2 effect.
No. I was saying clock the Ron at level 1.
And
So
then bond to the run after it goes to waiting room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you hold it over
Pretty
refresh. It sets it. It's kind of like.
And then you can like brainstorm it with the Mocha. Then you rest 2 characters, but it doesn't matter because it goes to memory.
Exactly. So like,
Or it goes to stock.
In practice, as I was playing it, it feels as like dumb as how Sunshine players are setting up Yo, where they put them in clock.
Mhm.
So that like you just hold the Tomoe, like you just have to hold the Chica, then you get it and you play it. Like it feels really disgusting when you do it. Like
being on the receiving end of that, it feels disgusting for the opponent too.
Man, I just like early play heal with hand encore.
It's very efficient.
Pretty cool.
The fact that the Himari free runner is actually good is
Himari free runner's good. That Ron, the level 0 clock bomb,
the clock
Ron's pretty
bomb,
good.
yeah. Like you have a lot of easy ways to squeeze some extra Afterglow in your deck. But even without
I'm all
running
about
that
this.
many, like I was running the Renko coin flippers in my first test, and I still had no trouble having Afterglow characters on hand because you run a lot of Himari too, because for you're in green, you can play a Clock Bomb that gives you fucking free stock. So like you probably have those in your hand. You always have one of those in your hand. So yeah, I'm gonna give this. I want to give this whole package like an S. I think I'm gonna jump on that. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna do it. Like after playing with it, it's too gross. It feels too good. Like it feels so good. Big fan.
I'm straddling the A plus S line here. Yeah, at least for the Tomoe and the Ron here together.
That's how I was grading it. The whole package.
Yeah, I'll hop on the S train. Sure, why not?
I'm not convinced that's S. I really like the healer. I think she's great. The rest of the package, I think, is a little bit more niche.
But playing it for one without it having to be in your hand, though.
That's great.
And it's a card that, at level 1, if you have like one in your hand and you don't have your fever combo yet, you can try to loot for it, and you probably
that is nice too.
You probably fielded some bombs anyway, because like that's a big part of the list, and the bombs help you get your fever. So like you don't even feel bad because you're contesting board, like by nature of running bombs.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd give this card on its own an S. The Ron, like the whole package, I'm not sure though.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move through the rest of the package then. I'm glad we talked about all these up front. I think this was the play. So here's the Tomoe. We already read it off. So the big effect is her alarm effect. She gets to loot 2, ditch 2. Is that what looting actually is?
Yeah.
Draw 2, ditch 2. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in tandem with the Ron, this card is an S.
I think on its own, yeah.
On its own, I mean, on its own, it's a dead card because it doesn't have access to the Ron. But
I really like the second effect. On its own, I'm gonna give it a B. Like for consistency's sake, obviously you'd never run this card without the Ron.
No,
like I would call this a payoff card if like it didn't come as a package.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of is like a payoff card for running the package, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
the looting is the payoff for running the package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely like a better alarm effect than most.
Yeah.
It just does so much though. It ditch bonds for the Ron. It lets you play the Ron as a 3/1, and it gives the Ron power.
Also, cute art. Very good. We love good cards with cute art.
It's all right.
I don't like Tomoe, man.
It's a nice railing.
Ugh, Jesus. That's fucking harsh, man. All right. Last part of the package here. Definitely the worst part.
Yeah,
of the package.
Nah.
It's meh. It's a really good one of though, since you're like, I think a really good line is like trying to get 2 of these Rons out. It's pretty easy to do with a 3-3-2-1 package. Only 6 cards. Pretty consistent. You don't feel bad if you miss it. It's nice if you have it. It replaces your Brainstormer in the back row, so it doesn't really lose a spot. The Fever Mocha deck doesn't really care about losing its ability to brainstorm twice most of the time. And like Afterglow decks, they don't even have the ability to fucking brainstorm more than once. So yeah, they definitely don't care. I'm gonna give this I like it more than you guys probably will. I'm gonna give it a B-. I think it's good in the package.
As a part of the package, I think B- is fair here. It's a level assist by itself, which is relevant.
Oh, it's a level assist brainstorm by itself. Maybe that is okay. Yeah.
That and if you have the Ron on board, it gives global 500 to all your characters. I think that's more than okay. I'm gonna give it a B plus.
I'd give it a C still. I like it in the combo, I guess, but I don't know. It's like all right in the combo.
It's definitely
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't play
lackluster.
it.
It's a good one of. That's how I
Mhm.
always think of it. Every time I see it, it's like, huh, that's a card I'd run at one. Like I could see
Yeah,
where that would help
I
me.
think it's definitely like niche tier. I think you run it as like a one of in this Mocha deck.
Because like
That's probably it.
the encore alone, like de-incentivizes your opponent to like invest power resources in clearing it. You know,
True. Yeah.
like so. What does more power really do? Especially because the Tomoe gives it 1500 on your turn already. So do you really need more than 11 as an early play? Sometimes.
That Ron is so fucking good.
Yeah. It's.
You're making me want to make one of those Mocha Fever decks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I wish you wouldn't have sold your extra Mochas.
Yeah, they're gone. Long
yeah.
gone.
Having sat across from this deck this week, I can say having this Ron sit at what is it, 11-5 cross turn with this behind it. That's harder to deal with than you'd think.
Yeah. Especially because it also has encore.
Right. So you
Like-
don't really want to put too many resources into trying to overpower it because it's just going to keep living anyway. So you just kind of sit there and pathetically...
bombs are out of favor in general if you're not BanG Dream. I feel like anti-early play bombs. Everybody's trending towards ACCs, and like I think that's totally fair. I do think threatening anti-change counter is so strong, like as a mind game. Like I personally have gotten so much value out of and this might just be me because I'm a loud motherfucker, loudly saying salvaging anti-change counter, pass turn, like very loudly and directly saying it, like kind of makes people misplay sometimes.
Yeah.
It's so.
You are a very loud person.
I am a loud piece of shit. I have one.
Wow, Mocha's like a $30 card.
Yeah. Is it 30 now?
Yeah, she jumped up to 30.
This is ridiculous. I'm
Thanks,
ordering
Brett.
4 of these right now. I can't believe this. I should have bought them off Brett when I had the chance.
You had every chance to. Actually, I would have bought them out under your nose, just to spec, and then sold them back to you.
No, that's fine. Like I didn't have the money to give him a good offer at the time. I told him he should.
I knew they would go up. I was like on the topic of this whole package. I was very skeptical how this would feel in English because I know it's powerful in JP. I'm always skeptical of how these things just like, oh, it's really efficient, feels really good. You play all these early plays, like you're like, oh, okay. You guys don't have Sunshine running around as much as we do. Like, oh, you guys don't have fucking AOT and Wind running around, and fucking they just kill all your early plays with their if you early play, I play my errand thing. But still, like after playing into AOT, after like playing a bunch of practice games against like Konosuba and like all the meta decks and stuff like that, this holds up. This holds up a lot, and I regret selling my Mocha so early because I think Mocha will go to $35 pretty soon.
I don't know, man. I've never been like a huge fan of the Mocha combo. I always thought
it always cancels on 3, dude. It always cancels on 3.
I think this healer kind of brings the whole deck together.
Yeah, it puts it over the edge for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about these promos real quick.
Hold on, I'm checking out.
Are you really?
Yeah, I might as well have them.
A good card to have. This is your girl, Andy. You want to just restart us since we kind of got off the track here?
Oh yeah, give me 1 sec. Let me switch back. Oh, it is my girl. My Yama's here.
Aya
Is here. Rest her. She's a music character. They get 1500. Decent. It has Aya, so I like it.
I don't like it.
Eh.
If
Do you have one? Would you trade me one?
I do. If you need a a like green fix to your back row, maybe this is okay. In like I don't know, niche minus.
Yeah,
No, D plus. It's still bad. No, it's repeatable. Okay, yeah.
it is repeatable.
Every turn.
C minus. If you're playing a weird pastel palettes build where you need back row green fix,
Mm-hmm.
and for some reason you don't want to run the Maya, this is fine, I guess. If you can't get the Maya,
this goes in Aya waifu.
I guess. You still checking out, Andy, or can you give us a score? Can you grace us with a score?
Oh, let me grace you. Give it. Why the minus, guys? Aya, come on. It's a solid card.
All right. Next card. Second
like
promo.
1500 a turn's nothing to sneeze at.
All right, we have Octopus Towel Ron. When this card attacks, if you have 2 or more other music characters, gets 2,000 power until the end of the turn.
Is there also Penguin Tal Himari in this set?
I don't believe so.
So, is this a good standby target?
Yeah, and then this has Liz pay 1 encore thing.
Is this a good standby target?
I
like the other one better because it sits 8k cross turn. By the other one, I mean the Kaworu from the last set.
This one has Liz. Okay, so like new standby target. So like, okay, that 118K where I said that mostly as a meme. This, which is a promo that has like Liz encore, swings for 8, or the 1/1 Remy that swings for 6/5 that can't be reversed by cost zeros. Does this have like a place if you're in like some sort of weird green standby build?
I guess it depends on what color you're playing, really.
I think this is like fine. Like Liz on a 1 is like okay. Like Liz Zombie, that's like okay. This swings for 8. It sits cross turn at 6. If you standby it out, then you're back upping to 8, right? Or I guess if you're an Afterglow, you're probably back upping to 7/5 because you're running that Himari with the alarm that swaps it, lets you like get free alarm cheese. Yeah, I don't know. I do think this is interesting though. This is a more interesting promo than we normally get.
Yeah. Is this a box topper?
Mm-hmm. This is the Afterglow box topper. There's one for each band.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what? I believe in this card. I believe there's somewhere for it. I'm gonna give it a C+. I think the profile's interesting. I don't know if the Liz Encore is good enough at level 1. That's my big thing with it. I don't know if that's good enough at level 1.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it a C. I think it has a place as a standby target in BanG Dream standby decks that run green. So it's got a niche, and it will stay in that niche as far as I'm concerned.
Any additional thoughts, Andy?
Well, I was looking back at yellow, and I gave the Kaworu standby target a D+, and I think this is not as good as that, so I'll give this a D.
Okay, that's fair. Let's just move on. All right, noticing change, Segumi Hazawa. When you play this, you get to top check 3, add 1, any card. And then it has a fever combo. So if you get your Joker reverse and you have the bar in your climax area, this new ever-changing sky, you can pay 1, pitch a card, and then you deal 1 damage. Choose a character on your opponent's center stage. Does not have to be the character facing it. And clock shoot it. But you do have to Joker reverse your opponent's field with a 10k. I guess 11. But yeah. And you have to choose. That's important for English. So like against AOT, this is garbage.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This is like a decent budget alternative to Mocha. I think.
This card, the Joker reverse, the fever effect is really hard to evaluate.
Yeah. Like, cause this fever at Encore is super good. Just ping 1, Ping 1 after
you-
attacks, clock shoot something like
the effect itself
2
is
damage,
amazing.
deal 2 damage is what that says. Like
The,
fairly guaranteed.
Yeah, the lead up to that is a little questionable though.
Like that's a really good game sealer right there. That's like as close to deal 2 guaranteed as you can get in the end game.
If you can get this off, it's amazing. The limiting factor, the limiting factor there is if you can get this off.
It's worth noting that if you're playing Afterglow, access to Power Pump is basically free. You have a lot of access to pump characters from Alarm Effects, from Himari Swimsuit, which is a 0/0 character from Girls Band Party 1, where on climax play, pop to hand, give a character 2k power. I've never had trouble reversing fields with Afterglow, so I think that's important to an important way to evaluate it. Like outside of, fucking like AOT shenanigans.
Okay.
You do have a lot of access to pump. Like it's not printed on the card. The support itself is not printed on the card. It's an 11k.
Mm-hmm.
The support is elsewhere in the band. Top check 3 is good, even though it's on a bar, because it lets you get into pump, right? Because you're gonna have the bar, right? Unless you suck. Like
most likely, yeah.
If you're a bad enough player that you've been attacking all game and you 3 times most turns and you still don't have this bar, like I guess top check 3s can fix it for you. But you can top check 3 for the pump you need to get you there. Now that I think about it, I think Swimsuit Himari is like a perfect card to go along with this. Puts it to 13.
Which one is Swimsuit?
It's a
I don't know what that
Girls
is.
Band Party 1. It's a 0 that has on climax play, pop it to hand, give any character 2,000 additional power, and then it has an alarm effect. If it's the top card of your clock and you have 4 more characters on your field, you can salvage and then ditch a card. So it's like a useful card throughout the game.
Okay.
So, I just canceled my order for the Mocas.
Because you saw this?
This card's awesome. I love this.
Did you really cancel your
I
Mocha
actually
order?
did.
Where did you find them?
TCG player.
Oh.
I hope they give me my $100 back.
Why did you cancel? Keep those Mochas. If you can get Mochas for $100, that's a deal.
Yeah, they're 25 each on TCG Player right now.
No, I like this card.
Yeah, I think this card's fine.
This card's super cheap. I already have them. This is the most dope finisher effect ever. Deal 1 clock shoot, and she digs for her own climax.
It does only take one asshole backup to fuck your whole day.
It does.
And
whatever, that doesn't happen that often.
I mean, it will. It will the second Bunny Girl comes out. So it's bad going forward. Unlike Mocha, which will always be an
Bunny Girl, just play
card.
the Hogami and bounce that bitch to the hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hello, Joker.
I was gonna say. I think you not only do you have access to pump, you can just splash the Hogami bouncer. Bang Dream having access to bounce like that is pretty good.
And like you said, Afterglow pumps power.
Afterglow pumps power. Splashing yellow and Bang Dream's fucking free.
Mm-hmm.
Like. You run fucking 3 Hogami bombs, 2 drop searchers, and some level 3s, and you're fucking done. Woohoo! You got your splash.
I really love this card. I'm absolutely building with this. I'm
the fever is fucking so nasty. Pay 1, pitch 1, deal basically guaranteed burn 2.
This is Mikasa on roids. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
The only thing making this not S tier for me is the fact that you have to Joker.
It is definitely a good card, and it's in exactly the right band for it to thrive.
Yeah.
And it's on a super good trigger. I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna give it an A.
I'm gonna give it a B+.
Dude, it has come and play top check 3 too. Come on, it's on bar. Come and play top check 3.
Okay.
Just imagine Zach sitting across from you playing this.
Why would Zach play this?
He still just plays Mocas anyway. And you don't have to pay one pitch one till the end of your attacks. You can tap all the way out.
Carmen.
Okay, you're right.
Carmen.
It's a
What?
good card.
This is better than Mikasa.
I don't
Well-
think this is not better than Mikasa. Because
Well, if you
Mikasa
get the
can burn
reverses,
your
it is.
opponent on your opponent's turn if they're an idiot. Brian.
I did that the other day too.
That was a fun game.
happens.
Yeah, I don't know. The come and play effect, the fact that it's Afterglow, it's in a good set to get power, the fact that the Hogami exists and splashing yellow is free, the fact that you don't have to pay one pitch one until the end of your attacks, and if you trigger a bar, you can ditch it. It just gets better and better. The more I talk about it.
I love it. I love it.
It is steep. It is steep. Like, to Joker Reverse at level 3. However, if you're going to Joker Reverse at level 3, this is better than the Chisada from Yellow, for sure.
Right, yep.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. They have to cancel on one, and then they're going to eat a clock kick. The only way they play around this is crashing their whole board, in which case they take 1 damage anyway, after getting swung on in open lanes.
Yeah.
So, I guess that is...
This card's awesome.
Okay, no, wait. There is anti-synergy with the Hogami. Because if you can't tri-field this and use Hogami, obviously.
Hmm?
So if you're going to use Hogami just to bounce something, then you don't have something to clock kick. You can only clock kick center stage characters.
I mean, I don't.
What are you talking about? You bounce their bunny girl or whatever.
No,
and then you
I'm
just
saying
clock kick the other two.
I'm saying you can't tri-field this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
and
think
bounce a character.
That's fine.
I'm just
Kill it.
mentioning it. I don't think that's a problem.
I don't think that's
the card.
really a deal breaker. Yeah.
This is the best budget finisher they've printed in like forever. Of course, it's in Bang Dream. This is like, I don't know. People are gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, it's rare. It's fever. I gotta reverse the whole board. It's whatever." But like, I think if you were gonna invest a ton of resources in reversing your opponent's board, this is dumb. This is some dumb shit. Like, again, that's as close as you can get to 2 guaranteed damage, I think, on generally good players' last decks. That's pretty cool. Like, looking at it, I think we're all kind of knee-jerking it, like knee-jerk reactioning this card, and I do want to test with it. But this is some wild shit. It takes up some slots in your deck to support it, but I think that's totally fair. We don't.
I might end up ordering the Mocas down the line, but I'm gonna definitely try this first. This is really up my alley.
The come and play is like, I would not expect a card with this good of a fever to have a come and play this good too.
Yeah.
And be on a bar. Like, the fact that it's on a bar means you have the bar already, which means you just get other shit you want.
More
off the Loka
Sugumis.
3. More Sugumis or ways to pump Sugumi. All right.
That back row Aya that pumps 1500 power, not looking so
okay.
so bad right now,
next
huh?
Card.
Is this one me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another Sugumi for the squad. Bringing drinks for the homies. Everyone in front of her gets 500. She has an alarm if she's the top card of your clock and you're level 2 or higher. And everyone is Afterglow. You can pay 2 to burn 1.
Yeah.
Huh.
Whoa,
This is a very
card.
memey card for
That's
an
very
Afterglow
spicy.
only build.
Oh man, that is a good one. I like that.
It's weird because like this is a card this is an effect that you'd run as like maybe a 1 or 2 of.
You run it as a 1 of, yeah.
Okay, but if it's a 1 of and you want that damage that turn, you can't get it because it has to be in clock.
Ooh, well, I mean, maybe try to get it the turn before or something. I don't know.
The way that you can put this on top of clock as a 1 of is running a 2 of line of that Himari backup from Girls Band Party 1. That at the beginning of your turn, after you clock, you can swap it.
You can switch it.
Yeah, you can switch it. It does have to be an Afterglow deck. I don't want to talk about this too long because I think we could get into we could get into more of a circle of discussion than we did with that Tsugumi, where we're just circle jerking over all the different ways where this card would be getting sick.
Yeah.
But I do think it's niche, like just straight up, because it is very powerful, but also very silly. So I'm just gonna even it out that plus minus and niches just to see.
I like that evaluation. I really do like the art on this card, though.
Yeah. All the art in this set is fire, actually, because it's all the like higher rarity stuff from the mobile game, and all the whales gotta fucking pay for their animated PNGs of anime girls. All right,
And all the scrubs like me can get my physical paper waifus for a fraction of the price.
all right. Next
No
card.
loot boxes required.
Z Brian.
All right, we have Sign of Youth Tomoe. Level 0, 3k. When this card's put on the stage from your hand, choose one of your other music characters, gets 1,000 power. When this card attacks, rest all of your other standing characters.
So you have to attack with it last.
I don't think it's a terrible oversized in Afterglow.
Is buffing a character, is a vanilla that buffs a character 3k on play that you have to attack last with better than just a vanilla? That's where I'm at right now. I think the answer is, maybe.
This doesn't really have a lot of long-term, but like throughout the game, this is like a pretty bad shitter if you just want more attacks.
Yeah.
I'm really not a fan. I think this card kind of sucks.
D minus, almost F
Yeah.
for me. I would rather
Still haven't
run
hit
around.
F yet.
Wait a second.
Huh?
No. If this is a card where I would rather run a vanilla, that's an F tier card. We're being too guarded with these F boys.
I mean,
If
it does
this
give
is-
power. It does give power on play.
Yeah, I still don't think I could give it an F.
I'd
I think it's-
rather run a vanilla over this, despite the art. The art's very powerful, but not good enough.
I'm close to giving it an F, but I can't pull the F trigger yet.
Me
All right.
neither.
Next card. I'll hold them off. Mocha Alba. What is she? She's just fucking playing a guitar on a roof? Okay.
I think she's
No,
on.
I think this is the whole cowboy set. She's like
she's on a train.
she's on the watch duty. You
a
know what I
happy
mean?
party
She's gonna-
train. Okay.
She's on the watch duty.
So
gonna
it's a
get those bandits.
1500 backup, and it's an alarm. So it's another one of these alarm backups. It fits the top card of your clock, and you have 3 more music characters. At the beginning of your climax phase, choose one of your characters. It gets 1,000 power till the end of your opponent's next turn.
So cross turn 1,000 power is something, I guess.
Okay, this is directly competing with the power of the bomb, the alarm of the bomb from set 1, which is give a character encore, which can be done at either climax phase, both yours and your opponent's, or the 1500 Himari backup that swaps. Or no, it's not 1500. I think it's a 500 power backup. Let me double check that.
While you're double checking, I kind of like that the utility of this. Like you can clock it, like you can just run these as 1500 backups, which are like pretty good. Like and especially when you consider the utility of being able to clock it and get the power till the end of your opponent's turn.
It is a 1500 backup, so
Okay.
it's directly competing with this. I think it is objectively worse than the Himari, because this effect is objectively worse than any of the other like non-counter alarm character effects.
Yeah, I mean, what it
In a
gives
vacuum,
1,000
though, I
power.
guess you could run this as a 1500 backup and an alarm that doesn't require any additional alarm cards in your deck. So it like has some standalone value.
Like it wouldn't feel too bad just slapping 4 of these in a deck. To get some backups in there and then have the alarm.
I wouldn't go that far.
I mean,
I would
in order
never
for this-
run more than 2 or 3 of a
Yeah, in order for this to be relevant, you have to be running something that you want to protect cross turn. Does Afterglow have anything like
How about
that?
maybe a standby deck?
It may be if you're playing that green red standby deck that we were talking about.
Maybe,
I could
I
really
don't
dig
know.
it in that.
If you have this though, why would you would have to have 2 of it? Because if the whole deal is that gives 1,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn, and it's a 1,500 backup, does this not have more value being played from your hand as a counter? You would have to have 2 of it in hand.
Carmen, it's the utility of it that makes it good.
The utility that you can clock it and still get an 1,000 power. Okay.
You can buff on your turn and their turn, and then you can just run multiple copies of this a lot easier and not feel bad about drawing them. I like it. I'd give it a C+.
I think it's fine. In an Afterglow deck, I think the Himari backup is literally just better in every way. I think standalone, this has some value, but it's still not great. I would rather run the Yukina costless 2k backup.
Yeah, I'm just going to give it a C. I think it has uses in cases where there's something you want to protect aggressively. But aside from that...
Comparing this just to the Yukina, I might like this better than the Yukina backup, actually.
I don't know, dude. Costless 2Ks are pretty strong.
1,500's almost 2,000, and you have the alarm effect.
But it's not. It's not 2,000. It's not. It's not
but
2,000.
But it's basically a 2K
not.
backup.
You can't just next card.
Basically an oversized backup.
All right, Andy, it's your favorite card.
And you get to read it.
Oh, shit. I've never read this card before. What's it do? When this card's placed on the stage from your hand, this card gets plus X power equal to the number of music characters counting herself. Times 500. So, not great.
That's all I got.
It's not a very good card. Great art. Not a very good card.
Yeah, this is super wasted art.
Who's the character in the back with her? There's another popsicle girl back there.
Mocha probably.
Who could that be?
She's always fucking eating and sleeping. It's fucking Mocha. I would put money on it.
Oh, it is Mocha. See, she's the flavor text. Too much talking. Chill out.
Fucking Ron's such a bitch. I love her. S+. That's all I got. No, this card sucks. 7,500 is better than normal for these. So I guess D+, but I still hate them.
Yeah, I'm right in that. It's
B+ for the art, I guess.
Yeah. I don't even think this goes in an Afterglow deck. It goes in some sort of waifu deck.
It goes
if you just really like
waifu.
Ron.
Yeah.
Which I do, and I wouldn't even.
If you really like this art.
Okay, if I had this as an SP, I would use it as a center marker and then get yelled at because I'm using a Weiss card as a center marker for a game of Weiss. Next card.
We're here, Himari. 2/1, 6,000 power. If you have Don't Stop, Keep Going, Run, this card gets 6,000 power during your turn. So it's 12k.
Wait, there's more cards that combo with it?
I guess so.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
When this card attacks, you can pay 1 and Twin Drive. That's not horrible, I guess.
Okay, so I think we should think about it this way. Is a 2/1 6k Twin Drive good enough without the other effect?
Why would I play this over another Don't Stop, Keep Going, Ron?
Okay, you have a point.
Yeah. Also, if I wanted Twin Drive and I was splashing yellow, why wouldn't I play Kokoro?
You play Kokoro, yeah.
Which hits 6/5.
Or if you want Twin Drive, there's the Ron that you put in your clock. Still.
And if you're in green and you want to kill early plays, why wouldn't you just run the Himari? Like the Himari fucking bomb that gives you free stock, the broken one.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Twin Drive makes me want to give this, like, I think I have to just give it a C. Like C-, because there are other cards that do it. Like Twin Drive at 12k and that, like, that's fine. Twin Drive's so good. and it's twin drive in
Yeah,
green.
but there's just so many better options.
It's twin drive in green though. Like
Whatever. If you want twin drive in green, you have the clock bomb Ron.
I guess that's true too. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Is this me? Yeah, it is.
This is it is.
The Modest Idol, Maya Yamato, is a 500 frontal assist, and pay to rest this giraffe. Search your deck.
Oh baby.
This looks like a common. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's common.
We do love the giraffe effect.
D plus because it does plus.
Wait a second. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember back during the giraffe video that I said if it was just a global 500, if it was just a 500 boost with the giraffe effect, I'd like it more.
Yes, you did say that.
I did say that.
I
So
mean,
what
it
does
does
that mean?
it does plus you. It's got to be a C.
I've come to like the giraffe effect a little bit more lately after playing with it, so
backpedal, backpedal, backpedal.
definitely better than giraffe.
All right, but yeah, this is boring. Let's just move
Giraffe
on.
gives free top checks.
Let's not waste time on this. This is a budget card.
Yeehaw, Ron.
Oh, more
Turn your
wasted
turn.
art, man.
Yeehaw! All other longtime friend Tomoe's get 2,000 power. Oh, it pumps a 3k up to a 5k. We love that.
Wow,
And she bonds to it.
This looks familiar.
Yeah, this is just a ditch bond version of that Kokoro with the puppets.
I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna give something 2k power, at least bond to it. I guess this is better than the Kokoro.
They hid the best part of the art.
The Kokoro gives 2,000 power. What are you talking about?
No one gonna.
And it's cross turn. This is only during your turn.
No one gonna.
You might have our
no
first
one's gonna
F,
acknowledge
fellas.
my joke.
Oh, this is only during your turn. Yeah, this card
No
sucks.
one's gonna acknowledge a butt joke. Okay.
No, I heard you. I chose
okay.
not to acknowledge it.
Okay.
But you said I didn't hear it. I'll have to go
I
back
said
and...
I
well,
said,
I'll have to go back, like, and subscribe and watch the video
okay.
all the way
Yeah,
through.
I won't say it again. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Pretty bad.
I want to. Is this our first F?
The fact that the 2k is only during your turn.
Okay, F for the card itself. S plus art. S plus art.
The art is good, yeah.
Yeah. Big fan. All right. Next.
All right, we have My Own Kind of Good, Himari. 0/0. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a music character, draw it and then ditch a card. Alarm, if this card is the top card of your clock. When your opponent uses Brainstorm, if they hit a climax with it, choose one of your opponent's level 0 or lower character, and that character can't stand.
Ooh, that's a cool top check.
It's a cool
That's a
effect.
cool top checker, yeah.
I don't know if this is better than the Mocha top check that just gives power, though. That's what it's competing with.
I don't think it's great. It's cool, though.
Was that one in this list too?
No, it's set 1. Let me look it up.
'Cause I feel like a lot of the alarm effects for Afterglow, at least in the earlier sets, were they all just gave power during your turn and was really boring.
Well, you'll hate this one then, because it's the same first effect, and then it gives 2,000 power if you have 3 or more characters.
See, I like this better.
I like this a lot worse because it's so conditional, and it requires me to.
But
clock
there's like
it.
so many other cards in
requires
Afterglow that
alarm.
give power on alarm.
Alarm requires.
This is some nice diversity.
Alarm requires you to clock a card on your turn, and then receive some sort of benefit. This is clock a card on your turn, and maybe sort of receive a benefit on your opponent's turn. Maybe. I would rather have the guaranteed 2,000 power any day.
I don't know. I like the scry at level 0. I like the filter at level 0, and I like the fact that it retains some value later in the game as
I think 2,000
a
power.
decent alarm effect.
I think 2,000 power on my turn on demand as later in the game value is much more important than this second effect.
Well, actually, maybe you're right with the fever finisher. You do need Power does matter a bit more.
I think it matters more than the second effect in almost every context. I hate it. I hate this effect.
I'd still give it a C though.
I'm gonna give it a C.
I'm only giving it a C. C double minus, only because top check is a useful effect. And even if it didn't have a second effect, it would be useful.
Okay, you make a good point. Top check is good. I'll just give it a straight C then, because I don't think the alarm effect is great. I do like it because it's cool and unique though.
Yeah, it is unique. But that's about all I got for it. Alright. Let's move on. Longtime childhood friend Tomoe Udagawa. It's a fucking vanilla. It's D. Vanillas or D's?
B for basically an oversized.
Oh my god. Stop.
This is the Scottish Pokemon trainer.
It is.
Yeah, it is. That's all.
But Ran now and Ran before are totally different. She looks
Moving
like she's
on.
having a lot of fun, so no reason to worry anymore.
Stop reading the flavor text.
Wow, that's a fucking paragraph.
Alright, this one's you, Andy.
Anyway, ooh, Two Soul. That's some funny climax art.
Yeah,
I like that.
Mocha's always fucking
Anyway.
stuff in her face.
0-0, a little bit of growth. Mocha Alba. You cannot play event cards or backups, whatever. When your opponent levels up, a quick detour is in your climax. Look at 4 cards, choose a music character, reveal to your opponent, put in your hand.
Yeah, this is fine.
It's kind of like a Revy Starlight as a combo like this off the banana.
It's a
Banana,
non-interactive
basically.
combo, of which Afterglow does not have any besides this card. Like a non-interactive
It's like a decent combo off Two Soul, but it would feel pretty bad if like they just triple canceled you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Max,
like
slamming a Two Soul.
Yeah,
That could feel pretty bad.
I feel like as a plussing combo, the Sugu Minami is better.
Like I feel like there'd be a lot of holding this in your hand. You couldn't play it when it's convenient. You'd kind of have to be like, okay, they're at like 1-2 right now, so I better not play this. As opposed to like, oh, they're at 0-6.
Or you hit the Chad play, man, and you fucking throw 2 of these in the back row. You line up that front row. You play 5. You play 4 of these, right? 3 in the front, 1 in the back. You slam this 2 soul. You send them straight.
Oh my god! You know what the real Chad play is?
What?
They're at 0-6, and you knock them up to level 2.
Yeah.
And you get a look at 30 cards from the top of your deck or something.
No.
Holy shit!
I was gonna go a step further. You're at level 1, right? They're at like 1-2, 1-1. You say, you know what? Fuck you, dude. You play down 4 of these from your hand. You slam that 2 soul. You hit them to like 2-4. All right, because it all sticks. And then you mill your entire deck. You're like 8-26, and you don't take any damage. Galactic brain, man.
Honestly, this is on a common. This is a perfectly fine budget combo, I feel like.
I think it's better than budget. I think it's fine. It's non-interactive. It's a plus. Afterglow didn't have that before. Now they do. It's not the way I would have liked it, but it's okay. Like
if you want to play Soul Rush, like that's a pretty decent combo.
Did this effect not literally top an event in Canada? Did Pang not in trios literally play this combo? Like I feel like this exact profile won at a trios event as the coin flip deck.
Which series was that? Was that Revy Starlight?
Yes, the Nana.
Mm-hmm.
So
that does
like,
sound familiar. Yeah,
it has a pedigree. You know, like I'm very certain that happened. I think these are fine. It is kind of high rolly, but playing 2 soul is kind of high rolly. Like
here's this thing though. Like Revy doesn't have a great level 1 combo.
Yeah,
like, their level 1 combos are they're like okay, but they're just kind of average. You can do better in BanG Dream.
Yeah, I think this is like I need. Like
I'd rather just run the Minami.
I need to play a green level, a green non-interactive level combo. I need to play a green non-interactive plussing combo for some reason. You play this, so like I don't know. I'm gonna give it a B minus because it's like coin flippy and high rolly, but like it's still fine.
I'd give it a C+. It's not interactive, which is good, but the fact that they could just cancel your attacks because you're swinging for so big, that'd feel pretty bad.
Oh, you could
Right,
side if you were at level 1. You could side for
Yeah.
2s.
It's a decent combo, but it's not super reliable, which is my biggest gripe with it.
Yeah. It doesn't have any notable that a lot of these 0-2 soul combos have some sort of restriction where you can't have 5 or more cards in hand or can't have 5 or more cards in stock, and this has none of them, which I think makes it better than average.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Banana has that.
Banana doesn't either. I think that they for some reason they don't think that this is worthy of that demerit. Not that
I don't think
most
it
of
is
those
either.
are a demerit. But all right, let's move on.
All right. Forgetting something important, Sugumi. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, you may pay the cost, which is ditch a card and put one of the free runner Himaris from your waiting room to your clock. If you do, choose a music character in your clock, return it to your hand, and this character goes up to 6/5 for the turn.
I really like this card. I think this is a really good 1 or 2 of index where you run the free runner. And you're like running enough green to run it at 1. Like clock filter where you know what the filter will be and not the top of your deck before you go to refresh is like actually pretty good. Super underrated. And it swings for 6/5.
That's true.
Oh no, but you have to run 4 runners then. Such a drawback.
It's not, because look at the runner's effect. You get to remove stuff from field that you reverse. Which is a pretty good free effect to have, considering you're putting it on the top of your clock for nothing. So you're getting 2 value here.
I was being sarcastic, but yeah, you do get the other effect too. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Sorry.
Look at her just wrangling in that keyboard. I love it.
Too many beers.
Yeah.
She tamed that beast.
As far as clock filters go, like the requirement is like non-existent, and this is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, and it's definitely pretty good. Yeah, straight B.
Yeah, I think
Very
I think
playable.
I think it's playable. Yeah.
It would be niche if this card wasn't good. Like this card is great, the free runner. Like the restriction, quote unquote, card is a non-restriction.
Right, but the fact that it forces you to run a good card.
Yeah. Oh no, a good card.
I have
6,500 power setup alarm, however you want.
Also, like
Go to your hand.
hard removal
Great.
at not fucking early play levels is underrated as an effect. Like the sort of hard field removal by clock, bottom deck, or stock.
Don't go throwing that term around, dude. That's not hard removal.
I mean, for Weiss it is.
That doesn't make it hard. No, hard removal in Weiss is play assassination from Excel World or like
Or
an event that says kill their character. That's hard removal.
I guess. I mean, I guess field removal.
Yeah, Carmen's referring to removal from the field that can't be encored from.
Yeah. Like that at level 1 is or even at other levels, because this activates it. It puts it on your clock and filters your hand.
And she goes to 6/5 and can get the reverse.
Yeah. Just like a good combination of abilities to have.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Very solid common. All right, last character. Is this me? Poppin'
yes.
and Happy, Ron Mitake. So she's wearing Kokoro's clothes. When your other character is put in the waiting room for your stage, if this card is in your backstage, you can pay the cost, you sack this, and return it to its previous position as rested. So it's free Encore. It's Encore that doesn't cause your character... No, your character does leave the stage. So yeah, it's just free Encore for 1. And then it has Alarm. If it's the top card of your clock, you can choose a character in your waiting room, return it to your hand, but you pitch a card first. Yeah, I hate it. I don't like it.
It's common, but it's level 2.
So
On a 2/1?
A 1-cost Encore with that Alarm effect isn't bad, but the fact that it's a 2/1, I would like this a lot better if even this was a 1/1. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to save. Like it was
It
something.
just sounds, it's so awkward. Like this should have like an assist ability on it. Like if it's gonna sit in the back row, it should at least do something.
And like furthermore, the new early play Ron, which is the main thing you want to protect outside of a Rock and Glow deck, already has Encore
It has Encore.
for a pitch and Afterglow character. Like, I don't see a reason to, and that alarm effect exists on the Hemery where it's better, where I'm pretty sure, let me double check, you get to salvage first and then ditch a card. Yeah, you do. If it's the top card of your clock and you have 4 or more music characters, you salvage a character and then ditch a card. As opposed to this, where you have to ditch the card first, but it doesn't have a character on field restriction, which is a fake restriction.
Mm. Yeah, I don't like this card.
Yeah, I don't want to go as far as F, or maybe F plus. It's
Wow, how generous.
Yeah,
oh, I can't do my girl wrong like that, dude. D. She's wearing pop and party clothes, dude. She's cosplaying. She's trying.
Is
her
that
best.
actually Kokoro's outfit? It's
Yeah,
like the hat.
that's a pop and party costume. Look at the name.
Oh,
of the
that's why
fucking
she's
card.
popping and happy.
Duh.
Oh shit, I get it now.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to the events.
Card still sucks though.
Yeah.
This is you, Andy.
An Eternal Sunset. 2/3 counter. If you have 5 or more Afterglow characters, tap your opponent's character.
Capcom's pretty good.
Rest counter's a thing, yeah.
But you have to be
Rest
completely.
counter.
You have to be completely Afterglow.
Yeah,
but
it's Afterglow only.
if you're like complete Afterglow, this is like a payoff for running that.
You just run 2 of this if you're in Afterglow. Easy evaluation. C double
Yeah.
plus. It's better. It's better than Niche, but only in these band decks.
I'd give it a B. 2/3 tap counter is like the most efficient counter you can run.
But this is a lot.
And if you're
more
running an
restrictive.
Afterglow deck, this is free.
This
Yeah,
is a lot more restrictive than having some number of red and some number of blue. This
No,
is
it's not. What are you
straight-
talking about?
it's
Don't
straight
even compare this to the OWO card. The OWO card's not really that good. You have to like manipulate your whole deck around this.
Yeah, I'm
You just
giving
play an
And
Afterglow deck.
this
and
is
it's
saying you
fine.
just have to play an Afterglow deck. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm giving it.
That's a lot easier in Bang Dream where every card is good.
I guess.
Yeah, the fact that your board has to be full to use this too, I feel like is relevant. You're not able to crash anything.
Ooh, demerit. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but if you're playing Fever, you
Ooh.
win every lane anyway.
I mean, I guess power is an Afterglow thing. I
But
guess.
still, like having to full reverse.
But yeah, it is.
Afterglow does not have trouble getting reverse.
I think the full field is still relevant though.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I guess
relevant.
a lot of your alarm effects will give encore and shit though. So like, even if you do have to crash, you can like save it.
Build 3-cost tap counter. Pretty good. Pretty good. Definitely a card you run it to in most Afterglow builds.
Oh, for sure.
Alright, this fucking shitty card. Go ahead.
All right, 1/0 event, the Dessert Instructor. If you do not have any characters with Sayo or Sumi in your name, this can't be played. Choose a level 2 or higher character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. Wow.
Boring. Freaking
Yeah.
boring. F for freaking boring.
No, yeah, it's bad.
The
trying to
condition is stupid. The fucking effect is bad. I don't like anything about it. The art's fine. That's the
Yeah,
art's
look how
the
happy
only
look how
thing.
happy she is.
Look at that. Sayo, look. They have so many different kinds of wrapping here. They're buying gifts. Adorable.
Speaking of rapping, that about wraps up this video.
Yeah, the
that's
show
it
is
for
over.
green.
Thanks for watching, folks. Like, subscribe.
Yep. Have a good night. guys.
Tell me what the one girl's fan said in the comments. I still want to know.
Leave,
Or no, was that last video?
Was that?
Yeah, it was from last video.
Yeah, it was last video.
Anyway, whatever Chisato's fan says, I'd still like to know.
Yeah, let us know down in the comments. What does Chisato's fan from
Yeah,
a different
just-
video say?
Once we find out what it says, just spam it in the comments.
Yeah, I want to see that 20 times. All right. Have a good night, guys.